Zoe and Pop here. Just Pop. Woo. I don't know. Alright. You seen the timeless ones I did? Alright, me and Zoe. But here's some of the other ones I picked up. Alright, move this over a little bit. Alright. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan and Anakin. Number 1. I don't know if this is the 8 cover. Yeah, it's the 8 cover. Alright. We got General Lux. Luke Skywalker. I'm sure you people know who Luke Skywalker is. We got the Lando Calrissian one. Excuse me. We got Finn. Poe. I really like these covers. As you see, they're up on the rack. But the Jango Fett one I thought was the best one so far. Alright, we got... I believe this is the girl from the Han Solo movie. I think that's her name up here, but there's no way I'm pronouncing that name. So if somebody else knows how to pronounce it, do a video on it. Alright. Alright. I picked this up. Not sure why, but I got it. Alright, we'll try it. See what we think. And we got Harley Quinn, number 1. This was the last volume was very good. So if this is anything close to that one, it's going to be a hit. Alright, we got Excalibur 13. I wanted this cover. I really like this cover. I'm working on the lights, guys. I'm working on the lights. Alright, then we got Batman 101. I tried to get multiple copies of Batman for Kendrick and Zoe, so when they get older, they have them. Alright, that way nobody beats each other up over them. Alright. Then we got X-Men 13. Is it A cover? Yeah, A cover. This has been good so far. Like I said the other day, the Wolverine book, I think it was number 6. It was a really good book, but Solomon looked like he was more interesting than Wolverine. And to end it all for the day, we got the Robin King. Alright. I don't know when they relaunch all this stuff, how they're going to do it. They're going to reset the Earths, alright, the multiple Earths. Alright, can they reset the Dark Dimension or Dark Multiverse too? Alright, because there's a lot of characters that they're coming up with in these books that would make awesome titles. Alright, even if they like, some of them stay bad, some of them might be turned good, you know, flip them around, bring Red Death back, something like that. Alright, but there's some characters in here, first appearances, you know. So, that seems to be the rage of the day right now. You got, what is her name? Punchline? That one didn't, I don't see that one lasting. Alright, I just don't see it lasting. Even though she's getting her own miniseries, I just don't see it lasting. The Ghostmaker looks very interesting. Alright. Some of the other ones. The Underbroker, I like that one. Trying to think of some of these new ones that are coming out. I do like the Clown Hunter. I think that one's going to be a hit. I think that one's here to stay. All right, where they're going, you know, I seen some of the highlights of the Batman book online, and the Catwoman and the Joker, or Catwoman and Batman are talking about they're going to give a space for a year. I think that was the plan for the year worth of that 5G stuff. All right, they condensed it down to 2 issues because, you know, they already paid for some of this stuff to get done. So why not use it? But what comes after that is gonna be the tipping point. You know, everybody always trying to put one company down, or the other company's better than this company, and, you know, blah blah blah. All right, DC Comics is a great company. Marvel Comics is a great company. All right, they ain't going nowhere. All right, I think DC needs to do more mini series to see what some of the characters they have not gotten their own books might be interesting and refresh the line because quite frankly, I really couldn't care less about Green Lantern. I have a lot of Green Lantern books, and there's just too much Green Lantern content. You know, there's too many characters. For the longest time, I always said they tried to make the Green Lanterns into the Jedi Knights, and there's just too many of them. All right, they got to condense that down some. Um, I think if they, instead of doing Justice League team book, if they do Justice League with, like, say, some of the lesser known characters, I think that would be interesting to see which ones would go there. I do not want to see any more zombies. All right, I'm dealing with clones every time I turn around, and from what I read on the X-Men previews, there are more clones coming. All right, they're beating a dead horse there. All right, because you got political landfall coming on. If you're gonna tell me when Madeline Pryor died, she can't be resurrected because she was a clone, all right, then how are you selling that same theory to X-23? All right, like I said, both companies are equally good, and they both have equally done stupid things. All right. Well, one of the things that turned me off about Marvel, that I was off the chart there for a little bit with Marvel, was the Marvel Now. There was stuff I liked. There was stuff I didn't like. I did not like the confusion of the Superior Spider-Man. That is not part of the Amazing Spider-Man run. I don't care what anybody says. That is not part of Amazing Spider-Man. All right. The X-Men I thought was good. Bendis did a good job there. I thought it was interesting. I really thought it was interesting that they chose to use Weapon X as their base. All right. I'm in the garage. I got a fly in here. It's bothering the shit out of me. In a minute, I'm going to go nuts. But let's see what they do. All right. I think both companies have not even, how would you say, we don't know what's coming from anybody. All right. So to predict it, I think is crazy, and for people to, I can't believe anything some of those news YouTubers do, where they try to tell you they got the inside source, because think people do the clickbait, and they try to put one person down, or an artist or a writer, and they try to run with that and make it the theme for their videos, and you don't know what DC's got planned, and you don't know what Marvel's got planned a year from now. All right. Just sit back, wait, and see. There's too much money at stake for them not to try to fix both companies as far as making these characters interesting that you want to keep reading them. I think they got to slow down on events. All right, too many events, one after another. That's getting a little. It degrades the quality. All right, I think they should fix their continuity to match it up. I think Hickman is doing a really good job of matching continuity up for the X-Men titles right now. All right, it shows they can be done. The Superman titles have done it before, so the Batman titles have done it before. All right, put a little effort into it. Make the continuity count. All right, show us some new characters. Let's not get another volume of, I'm tired of Ghost Rider. I'm tired of Punisher volumes. I am tired of Aquaman. I am tired of Green Lantern. All right, bring some of those new characters you got. All right, somebody come up with something different, something legit, and make it quality. Don't make it crap. All right, when I mean crap, I'm talking about like when they wanted to cancel out Catwoman and the New 52, and they wanted to cancel out Batwoman, and the quality of both titles just went right down the tank. I mean, I don't know what that was all about. If you put a book out, regardless if it's you got a plan for a long-running series or a short series, all right, the quality should be there from start to finish, all right, because you're canceling the title, say, in 3 issues. The last 3 issues should be the same quality as the prior, because it just shows people spend money on this stuff. They invest their time, their money, and their life into this stuff. There's a lot of people who take comic books very seriously, all right, and they don't appreciate when a company just throws the white towel in on a run that you've been working on for, say, if it's 6 months to a year to 2 years, whatever the time limit is. If you put your money into that title, you should get at least the quality that you're paying for. It says $3.99 on the freaking corner. You should get $3.99 quality, all right. I like to see more miniseries. Straight up and honest, I'd like to see more miniseries where characters are are shown off. All right, it's worked in the past for both companies. Why they got away from it, I do not know. All right, I like the death metal stuff. All right, I like the Ten Swords stuff, but like I said, got to get away from some of these events. Too many events. All right, too many events, and you too many blowing the Earth's continuity up. You know, if you're reading death metal, you gotta understand that they're going to reboot the whole line. That's what the series is for. So they could redo it. And I'm not going to say reboot in a negative term, because if you read the metal, it's like a continuity of a loop where it's just resets. So instead of being a boot or reboot, they're resetting the status quo again. All right, that's how they explain the age. That's how they explain new characters. That's how they explain where some characters disappear. All right, it just reloops. The main core of DC is Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. The main core of the Marvel books is Spider-Man, X-Men, and please give me an Avengers book that really is good, because why would you put so much effort into selling that as a franchise in movies and make such a horrible book? All right, please explain that one. I would like somebody leave a comment. All right, because the Avengers should be the front runner of that franchise. All right, it should be Spider-Man, the Avengers, and everybody else falls into place. All right, the Avengers are Marvel's version of the Justice League. All right, they both titles should be front runners, for especially when you're doing miniseries based on characters that might be not A+ characters. You could use those titles to ping these, like Nebula, or you could use Killer Frost. All right, both companies have all these characters that are really good, that are sitting dormant, that you could really get out there with. Killer Frost is a great example. She's a great character. The girl plays the character perfectly on The Flash. All right, the makeup, the hair, everything, perfectly. All right, why don't they give that character, or characters like that, more time? All right, readers don't need 50,000 issues of Killer Frost to understand who she is, because they know her from the TV show. All right, so instead of putting a lame duck title out that you know is maybe going to be good for 3 issues, and then it's going to stink for the rest of the remainder of the issues, do short run series. I've seen 4-issue limited series. I've seen 6-issue limited series, 12-issue limited series. All right, you don't even have to call them limited series. Just like you do the volume thing. All right, if Punisher can go on volume 29, all right, you can do something with Killer Frost and characters of that same type for both companies. All right, Marvel's trying it, and I think it's working. All right, it kind of weeding out what will work, what has an interest, and what don't. All right, I tried the Drax series. I didn't like it, but I tried it. All right, lots of characters out there to try. Thumbs up, thumbs down, leave a comment.